It's intense and it's anxiety producing. And after a while, the sheer volume of that type of input affects how people think.
Mm.
Really smart and experienced people are struggling because the environment itself has become really difficult to interpret. And honestly, that noise is far from random.
Right.
So, if you assume that all the information is appearing purely to help you think more clearly and to get your arms around what this AI thing is, the environment will feel very, very chaotic.
And then the human nervous system feels that, and people underestimate how psychologically exhausting the constant relevance pressure can become. Because AI information doesn't just arrive as information, it arrives emotionally. You should not fall behind. And all that creates a very different sort of cognitive experience more than learning simply.
Yeah, and I think that's why so many smart people feel strangely unsettled right now. It's that they're still trying to orient themselves inside an environment where urgency is constantly competing with clarity, right?
Mhm.
And the problem with that is that urgency is loud and clarity is usually quieter.
Urgency says, react now. And clarity says, let's evaluate that first. Urgency compresses the amount of time, while clarity just restores your perspective. And when people spend enough time inside urgency driven environments, something subtle starts happening. Everything begins feeling equally important. And that's where this overwhelm just accelerates and takes over.
And because if you don't have clear filters, every single news signal arrives with the same emotional weight, right? This is a speculative prediction, a marketing campaign, this thoughtful insight, this dramatic headline. Everything starts blending together. And eventually people stop asking, is this true or is this useful? And they start saying, am I missing something? And so this creates an enormous amount of pressure, whether you realize it or not, on human judgment.
And honestly, this is where discernment becomes incredibly important because cynicism rejects everything. And discernment, it evaluates everything carefully. And that is a gigantic difference.